Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more.
From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. Big storyline of this one is the recent struggles of today's starter. Just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boog, just look at these stats. We've seen his frustration building every time he leaves one up in the zone. Can't overthink it. Needs to just trust his instincts and let it fly out there.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Tanner Houck. What do we need to know here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Josh Rojas leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball 1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Let's go, Tanner. That one is blasted left field towards the monster, and it's over the monster and off the billboard, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. He's just too good of a hitter at the plate. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Here's Mike Tauchman. No hits in the shutout last night. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Tauchman goes 6'1", hitting third in the lineup, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. Outside, and that's ball 2. Houck, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Luis Robert Jr.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
You know, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering misses. 1-2 the count. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the second game of the series. That misses. And the count is even, 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Back now at Fenway. And on the mound today, Jake Eder. How about a report on him, Chris?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
And now it's going to be Jarren Duran. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's 1 away. Check out the Red Sox lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering is fouled back. And the next pitch is way outside. One down, base is empty. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Batting third, designated hitter.
And here is Devers. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Next offering misses down and away.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That one missed. And Devers hits that one. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's 2 down.
Batting fourth, first baseman Triston Casas.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Triston Casas. Good power, not great in the OBP department. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Bregman off of first with 2 away. And that is out of play. The 0-2. And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Stepping in, David Hamilton. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Boston strands a pair. They're down 1-0. Back here at Fenway Park, now it's the veteran outfielder, Andrew Benintendi. That one fouled off. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and Benintendi is out.
Batting sixth, first baseman Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn now.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Vaughn matched a homer in his last game.
No balls. 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Well, a pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
Now a chance for Lenny Sosa. Ball 1, no strikes. Check swing. Now a look down to first. And Ed Drummond right on it says he held up. 2 outs, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
There's a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the White Sox. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
There's the strike. Line drive and foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
So stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez. First
Ball
pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone.
1 ball. No strikes.
And a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Falling behind 2-1. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Wong with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. The 0-1. Liner, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. 4 for 4 last night. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. into the monster seats and gone. He powers that one out of here. It's 3-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And here is Jarren Duran. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Still only one out here in the inning. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Here's Alex Bregman. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Duran stands at first with one out. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting.
Rafael Devers up to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
Devers.
He swings and fouls one off. Already 3 runs across in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is down low. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Struck him out looking. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Colson Montgomery.
Houck back to work. Late with the swing there.
No ball. 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Nice.
Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. And takes low for ball 1. And another ball.
2-0 to count.
Foul ball there. That one fouled off. 2-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control, and not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Just missed. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here in Boston, and now the first baseman, Triston Casas.
First baseman, Triston Casas.
Everybody favors we can live it up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red time.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
And that's outside. That one ripped. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. He leads the yard to right. And they add a run. It's 4-1.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And first offering is fouled off. Slow roller up the middle. In time to Vaughn. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Abreu, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Fought off foul.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
1-2 now. That's a little bit low. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
Here's the second baseman, Romy Gonzalez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0. And a base hit right there. And that extends the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So 2 down. And next for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Off the plate inside. And that is ball 1. Two outs. That one the other way. And the inning is over. Boston with another on the solo blast. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Austin Slater stands in.
Austin Slater.
Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
Man at first, and up next for Chicago, Mike Tauchman. Right through there for a strike. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. Houck winds and deals. They've come so close, but still haven't been able to end their World Series championship drought. But you're talking about a franchise that, in recent memory, has boasted a lot of really good offenses. In fact, they're the last Major League franchise to score 1,000 runs in a season back in 2000 with Jim Thome and company. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Luis Robert. He's 0 for 1.
Robert Jr.
Robert, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And that's in there for strike 1.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground, and you swing at that.
Pulls it in for the out. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Righty reliever out of the pen, Gus Varland.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. He's already homered here in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Tyler Gilbert getting ready to go. Number 70, the right-hander, also getting loose. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
1-0.
Swing and a base hit. Rafaela around third. He'll score. The throw to second is offline.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Bregman, 1 for 2. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and they get Bregman for the out.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Rafael Devers.
Devers now 0 for 2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hard hit right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, first baseman Triston Casas.
Triston Casas up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered in this game.
You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even playing,
And first offering is fouled off. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Two outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Benintendi raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Red Sox with an RBI double. It's now 5-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swings through that one for strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like he wants the signs again.
Hey, you got this.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Throw is wide, and it gets past him at first.
Up next for the White Sox, first baseman
Andrew Vaughn getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
The next offering misses. 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And downstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And there's the automatic. Benintendi gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the second baseman, Lenin Sosa. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Just missed. First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. Strikes him out for the second time today.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And first offering is fouled off.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
On the ground, could be 2. Bregman to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 5 and the White Sox 1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Tyler Gilbert. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. At the plate, David Hamilton. He's grounded out a couple of times. In the air, left field, down the line. And it stays fair. And that's a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The 0-1. On the ground, right side, Sosa. The throw to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. Connor Wong will hit next. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Fenway, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Matt Thaiss. Houck back to work. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Boston.
That one's in there. 1 and 2. Swing and a ball popped up. Wong settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Here's Josh Rojas. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
1 down, base is empty. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Here's the White Sox DH, Austin Slater.
Austin Slater.
And that one
That's a ball.
cutting but missing down low. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch in for a strike. And 1-1. And that's down and away. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Gonzalez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 6 and the White Sox 1. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran digs in now.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one's in there, and that's strike one. On the ground to first, Vaughn. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 strike.
Step off throw to first. Duran back on a dive. Swings through that one.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
And he gets Bregman. Now one away.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to first. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. And on the out, a run scores. So here's the cleanup hitter, Triston Casas. That one's in there, 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the catch, and that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 7 and the White Sox 1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least 1 nasty pitch.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
On the ground, and foul ball. And the 0-2. Swung on, belted. Ranging back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little hope from the win, just not enough.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. Right through there for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
The delivery to Robert.
That's a ball. 1-1.
The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And that one cutting but missing down low. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
To third. Whips it to Casas. And Benintendi is out. That's out number 3. This one pretty well decided at this point. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Red Sox 7 and the White Sox 1.
Now pitching for
Cam
Chicago.
Boozer comes on now.
Number
I think it's got to be a
71.
little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats,
Leading off
obviously,
for the
regardless
Red
of the score.
Sox.
Now it's the shortstop, David Hamilton. Boozer goes 6 feet 3 inches, 225 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Up the middle. In time to Vaughn. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. That's out to center field. Robert sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Romy.
2 down, base is
Gonzalez.
empty. Romy Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Connor Wong getting ready to hit. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball still 0-2. And that one inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, 2 down. Ceddanne Rafaela, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Coming home, 1 run across, and it throws off line, safe at third. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So back to the top of the order. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. Line drive, base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead. So 2 on with 2 away. And now here is Alex Bregman.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
1 ball, no strike.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
And that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Red Sox 9 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And there's a strike. Houck still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. This one in the air. Brings it in, and there's 1 away.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Lenyn Sosa.
Here's the second baseman, Lenyn Sosa.
Well, he's just about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's got a chance to get through this 8th inning if he can get 2 more quick outs.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Hamilton boots it.
Up next for the White Sox.
Unfortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
man at first with one gone. So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. And first offering is fouled off. Sosa, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And that's in for a strike. 0-2. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. Over to first, but he beats it.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And up next for Chicago, Matt Thaiss. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Out to short, Hamilton. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. So one left for the White Sox. They trail it big. It's 9-1. On to the bottom of the eighth. Here now the Red Sox DH, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Now 1-1. Line drive, caught.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Triston Casas. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the eighth inning. That one lifted to left. Benintendi is there. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, David Hamilton.
And the batter will be the shortstop, David Hamilton. 1 for 4 with a double. Hit in the air, center field. Robert in position. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Now pitching for
the Red Sox go to the bullpen. Liam Hendricks.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Back to the top of the order now. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Josh Rojas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch misses. And it skips in the dirt. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Full count.
The other way. And that'll get down for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter Austin Slater.
Here's the White Sox DH, Austin Slater. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second.
Now
and it's
batting,
9-2.
That's 3 singles in a row. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Well, Boog, this stadium got awfully quiet. 9th inning, a 1-run game, and they might not be done scoring. These poor fans just want this one to be over.
Ground ball to first, could be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2. So it's their last chance in this one. Now the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. That clips the corner. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, this is exactly what this team needed to do. Take the first couple of games of this series, really take some of the pressure off. But when you're in this position, you have an opportunity to go for the jugular, and you want to do just that. Important to come out in game 3, win that one, then you'll be looking very closely at a 4-game sweep.